There'll be somebody here in 15 years talking about transfer deals replacing us, won't there, Carve? But let's talk about who's replacing who in football at the moment, who's going where. It's become the most talked about story in football this summer. The Saudi Pro League has splashed the cash. Is that the future? Because they have disrupted the traditional transfer market as we know it. You're going to help try and understand exactly what is going on. A lot of this money has been spent by these clubs. What's the ultimate ambition, do you think, for this league?
Well, I think the ultimate ambition is to make the Saudi Pro League one of the top 5 leagues in the world. And what's interesting today is that we've heard from the chairman of the Saudi Pro League and also the new director of football. Now, they're not the normal chairman and directors of football of a league that we're used to, and I'll explain why. First of all, the chairman of the Saudi Pro League is a man called Saad Al-Laziz. Now, he has significant say in the transfers that are going into the Saudi Pro League this season. Normally, the chairman of a league does not get involved in the buying and selling of players, but he has quite a lot of control. He's overseeing it. He has close relationships with 2 super agents who are closely involved with the players who are going into Saudi. And for instance, the clubs are not competing against each other. Normally, you would see clubs going after the same player, but he's making sure that that doesn't happen. And I think the philosophy is to make the league stronger. It's not just about making one team stronger. There was a very interesting profile of him a couple of days ago in the New York Times, written by Rory Smith and Tariq Panya, just telling us a little bit more about who he is. For instance, he's got a degree from the University of Liverpool in project management. He spent a year as a director of Sheffield United as well, so he's got some experience of football. But what he is doing and what the Saudi Pro League are doing is totally new. The other person we heard from today is Michael Emenalo, who's the new director of football for the Saudi Pro League. Again, you will have heard of him in the past. He's been the technical director at Monaco and for a long time at Chelsea as well. But he has a significant say in the players who are going to come into the league as well. So he's not just looking after one club, he's looking after the whole league as well. But he's also in charge of, improving youth football in Saudi Arabia as well, reconstructing the academies there. So he's got a very big job as well. And judging by what they're saying, Saudi football is here to stay. They're not going anywhere. They've backed by a lot of money and they have big plans, and they're going to make sure that their dream for Saudi football is going to become a reality. Let's just listen to what both men have had to say today.
The club development framework is also, in my opinion, a function of a transformation. What we're trying to do in this transformation is to enable the clubs to adopt best practice when it comes to operating the club, financially managing the club, acquiring players, hiring coaches, sports science, all that stuff. So that, for me, what a club development framework is just something that I envision to be there in 10 years' time, hopefully not. We want the clubs in due time to be able to do that themselves without the aid or the help of the league. I
believe that this is a role that I've spent the last 45 years of my life preparing for. And it was not a difficult role or offer to accept. I am intrigued by the audacity of the project, the ambition, and I think this project fits the bill of what I was looking for in terms of expressing my creative content, which I've built up over a number of years. This project has been in the making for a while. It's well thought out, and I'm impressed with the knowledge and the input that's gone into this, and I think it's a boost for our industry as a whole.